Hello. So this is a bonus video. This video is going to be for Libra. Libra. The reason I have this camera on the view of the rear view mirror of my car is to symbolize you guys looking always in your rear view. When you go forward throughout the days of the month of January, February, March, and so on, you tend to continue to look back in your past. You tend to remain stuck in a certain situation. It feels like there's almost a guarantee that if you stay the way you are or where you are, you believe in your heart of all hearts, that someone is going to return or somebody is going to make things different or better than they were before. A lot of you are dealing with a water sign or a fire sign. That seems to be very, very strong all the time. Water signs, fire signs. Some of you definitely may have some earth signs around you, but mostly I get water and fire. So with the fire signs, the Aries, Leo, Sag, or with the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, I don't know which one that you seem to be so stuck on. However, it feels like a lot of you have convinced yourself that this, in fact, is the relationship of a lifetime. This, in fact, is the one and only partner that you've ever truly cared about. But also, Libras, the fact that you feel that you cannot get over this person, you cannot seem to let them go, or you cannot seem to stop hoping or wishing for something to change, be different, or for them to return. It's going to be a little bit, not long, for some of you. Those of you dealing with a water sign, you'll expect to hear from your partner who has been missing in action or has been hot and cold off and on. Expect to feel them coming back or know that they're coming back probably within 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 hours for some of you. No more than 3 months, but they are returning. For those of you dealing with the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, you could hear from them very quickly for some of you, and for some of you, it could be roughly 4 or 5 months, because of the fact that a lot of your fire signs are trying to arrange things, change things, create something different in their own life. Some of them are chasing their dreams that have to do with work and finances. Some of them are definitely moving to another place. I feel like a lot of you Libras are going to notice that there is a new vehicle with your partner. Either they got one or you did. I don't know who I'm picking that up on. I also feel like Libras, coming up in the mid-month of January, you can expect to have some surprises come your way. You can expect either a small gift or token from someone. Maybe it's a tip, maybe it's a present, maybe it's flowers, maybe it's jewelry for some of you. For some of you, it is going to also be a surprise where someone is going to communicate to you out of the blue. You will not be expecting this at all. Libras, as we go through the next few days, today being January 9th, as we go through from now until about the 16th of January, we do have that beautiful moon. That's energy is going to work like crazy. And that energy is going to last for about 6 months. It is going to be a little bit difficult to deal with at first, but as long as you stick to creating changes, doing things to better yourself, changing your diet, changing your routines, changing a lot of different things about yourself, now is the time. This moon is going to give you that energy, those positive affirmations. It's going to give you the strength and the courage to do things that you didn't think that you could handle. to make changes where you didn't know that you could. You're going to find out, excuse me, Libra, you're going to find out very soon, and you're going to start feeling quite different within the next week. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, within the next week, closer to the end of the week, but again, within the next week, within the next 7 days. Be ready, because every day you're going to start to feel a little bit different from now on. From today, January 9th on, starting tomorrow the 10th, you're going to start to feel a little bit different. You're going to start to feel a little bit of change. You're going to start to feel things starting to go in your favor. You're also going to start to feel that everything that you worked so hard for was definitely worth it. You're going to find out that there are going to be people along the way that are going to want to help and encourage you, that are going to pull you through, that are going to not do the tug-of-war thing with you anymore. Instead, they're going to lend a helping hand. You're going to finally start looking forward, so that now you're looking out the front windshield. You're no longer focusing back on the rearview mirror. Now, I'm purposely sitting in this car so that we can do this video. Now, I want you to realize that there is going to be a light at the end of the dark tunnel that you were definitely going through. I want you to understand that the chains that you thought were holding you down, that were pretty much trying to more or less hang you, are all going to collapse. They're going to dissolve. You're not going to have any more things that are going to make you feel as if you can't do something. You're not going to have anything that is going to corrupt you in any kind of way, shape, or form. Libras, for the next couple weeks, like I said, you are definitely going to start being a lot happier. You're not going to deal with the depressions anymore or the anxieties. You're not going to feel like you can't handle any situations. You're not going to get overwhelmed as easily. You're not going to feel that there's something that you can't accomplish. You're not going to feel that somebody else is better than you. You're not going to feel that you can't win. As a matter of fact, it's going to be quite the opposite. You are going to have this overwhelming desire to move forward, to do something differently, to also try even harder. You're not going to be persuaded to do something negative. You're definitely not going to give up on anything. This is the time. If you were looking for that extra help, if you were looking for that extra boost, if you were looking to finally see or realize that things are definitely going to change in a better way, if you were waiting for that moment to say it's okay now, you can do better now, or something's definitely changing here, you're going to be right at that point. You're going to be at that point that says, you know what? I waited so long to finally get where I need to be, to finally be able to make the money that I need to make, to finally be able to purchase the home that I wanted to buy. All those things are going to come right in front of you. Opportunities are going to be everywhere. And it's not going to be hard for you at all. For the next 6 months, all signs are going to finally realize that this is the time, this is the opportunity. This is where you're going to gain your strengths and you're going to get rid of your weaknesses. This is where you're finally going to be able to double down on something. You're finally going to be able to take that risk and achieve those goals. I had to do this video for Libra to let you know that sometimes things felt quite hopeless for you. Sometimes it felt like there was no way to turn, or nowhere to turn, I should say. Sometimes for Libras, you spend so much time being so emotional and so sweet and so caring and giving that all that energy goes out to other people but not yourself. Finally, with this happening with the moon, with this lunar going on, we are all, and I am a Libra as well, so we are all finally going to start loving ourselves more and start doing more for ourselves, because the truth is, if we make ourselves happy first, and we do what we need to do for ourselves, we will enjoy so much more giving to other people, helping other people, encouraging other people. So it's a win-win for Libras. This video can also work with other air signs as well, because Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, that's your family. They're all your family. So for some of you guys who are dealing, like I said, either with a fire sign, a water sign, or maybe even another air sign, please know that things are going to go in such a more smooth pattern. Things are going to be so much better. The stress is going to get done with. Those anxieties, you're not going to need that medicine. You're going to find love like you've never found it before. Some of you Libras are going to go back to an old partner who maybe at the time they weren't right for you. Maybe at the time you did get lost along the way. Maybe at the time you grew apart instead of together. But for some of you, this relationship from your past is trying to rekindle. And over the next 6 months, you're going to see more and more of this partner. You're also going to consider maybe living under the same roof. Maybe your partner has children that live with them, and the children are old enough to live by themselves. Maybe the children will take care of the bills there, and your partner will come and live with you and help you to maintain your bills. Maybe things are going to change into such a drastic 360 that I don't think you can believe your eyes when you see what's coming down the road for Libra. I am so looking forward to doing your February that I will be catching up with that really soon. So stay tuned, Libra. Just know this video was just for you. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Again, I recorded this in the evening of January 9th on Thursday, but I will publish this out on Friday. So you will be seeing this video on Friday. Thank you, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.